How is it possible that somebody works 90% less than you and makes 100 times more money than you? I have a peanut butter company in Europe. I'm in hundreds and hundreds of stores. If people go into the store today, they can buy 10 peanut butters or 10,000 peanut butters. It doesn't matter. I do absolutely nothing to make money. All right. I have an online school for business. If 1 million people joined today, if something crazy happened, something went viral, I would make $25 million in one day and I wouldn't have to do anything. It's work that I did 4 years ago. Okay. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly how people can make money faster so you guys understand different levels of making money and why people that don't understand this will never, ever, ever have money. All right. So let's take an example. I'm going to race Usain Bolt or somebody else, right? That's a professional runner. And me and him are going to run a mile. All right. We're going to run a mile. And I can barely run since I'm like 44 now. And he doesn't run anymore, but he's a pro, right? So obviously, he's going to destroy me in a mile run. I know he's a sprinter, but he'll destroy me, like by far. He'll destroy me unless I have a bike, right? You can have systems and things that make you, right? That make you fill up anything that you don't have, that make up for any lack of knowledge, athletic ability, brain, whatever. And they're called systems. So systems, one system is the internet. And I'm going to talk about that in a second, right? But let's talk about different levels of making money. Let's talk about different levels of making money and why people never make money in their life. Like, why does somebody make money so easy, so fast, and other people kill themselves for money and never have it? Because a job, for the most part, 98% of the time, is the biggest scam on earth. Because when you retire, people typically have less money than when they started, or they're just broke, right? Today, it's not even an option to make a lot of money. Today, you have to. If you don't think you have to get rich, what rich means to me is that you can basically do whatever you want. Nothing, I'm not talking about buying mansions and Lamborghinis. I'm talking about like normal stuff in life. Enjoy it. Don't like skip the movies and stuff because it's $15. Like doing whatever you want, having a nice house, not having to sweat bullets over bills and just be able to enjoy yourself. Like that's rich to me. Having time, not having your life depend on some manager or some director that's going to fire you. All right. So I can get rid of this bike. So let's talk about the first level of making money. So the first level of making money is using your life. Life. You are selling your life for money. Okay? Whoever says like whoever talks about money as like oh, people are materialistic, like it's frightening to me how much people don't talk about money. People ask me for money on every single corner, everywhere I go, all the time, without fail. Oh, you want to buy a Coke Zero? Yeah, $5 at the stupid food court yesterday. $5 for a Coke Zero. $5 for a Coke Zero. I'm not going to talk about other stuff like $46 drinks in hotel lobbies, right? So people sell their life. When you sell your life for money, you're doing something physical. Like you physically are the money-making machine. You physically need to be somewhere in order to make money. Without you showing up somewhere physically, you're not going to make money, right? So you are going somewhere to sell your life. You say, "Hi, Mr. Manager. My name is John. I would like to sell you my life today for $100. Is that okay with you? Because I don't value my life and I want to just sell it. Because I think money is more important than my life that I'm never going to get back. I think the $100 is more important than the day of my life I will never get back. So I would like to sell it to you because that's who I am, because that's what people do. I've done it my whole life until I got smart and realized how stupid I was and started using my brain. All right. So this will limit you in life. This will limit you to make, it depends. Let's just say to make up to $10,000 a month, right? So I'm not talking about this can, like, if you're a plumber and you're successful, or you're like a construction worker, you can make more. I can't cover every single job on earth, right? But let's just say it's $10,000. You can make up to $10,000. Okay? So this is like physical work where you're selling your life. Now we have this beautiful bald guy, a manager, a sales manager, whatever, right? It's like the reason why everybody wants to quit work so they don't have to work with people like this. And I don't even know him, but he just looks like a douche. So the next level is I'm gonna say management, but let me explain. And I hope that's how you spell it. If it's not, I don't care. Let's make these arrows nicer. So management, what do I mean by management? So now you're not the only person. Now you're not the only person. You're not like working alone, like standing at Starbucks. You're not a plumber. You're not a construction worker and things like that. Now you management of people. Now you implement into your life. It can be managing people, but you have to manage relationships. And this is typically at work, right? At work, you have to manage other employees that aren't your manager. You have to manage relationships, right? So this is like a little step above being somebody that just does physical work and literally just sells their time for money. Because in management, now that you're an employee, you can actually go to work and sit and do nothing, right? So management is like when you have jobs, when you are a manager, when you are a director, when you are whatever, when you implement selling your life plus interaction with other people and managing relationships, that is the next level where you are going to make more money. So let's just call it and we'll see. Let's just say you can make from 10K, and this is per month, to whatever, 30K. Okay. So the difference here is why people that show up to work somewhere to do something like physical will never, ever, ever have money is because life is like a finite source. It's a finite source. I can't call you and tell you like, hey, can I sell you 8 hours of work from yesterday, today? No, life has passed. Life is over. You can't resell time, right? So you are going to die and you are the only system that makes the money. So when you are gone, the money is gone. Like, I don't work for money. I don't personally work for money. I value money a lot less than my life and other things, right? work very, very, very hard for knowledge, and then I create systems like my peanut butter company, like my online business school in sales and things like that. I create systems that make me money forever, for eternity. Okay? So let's talk about the next level. What's the next level? Like, where does everything change? So everything changes here. That's why this guy's like cool with a bunch of cash and sunglasses. Everything changes here at this level, and that is called communication. Okay. So how is it possible? How is it possible to do something that's so much easier? Like ride a bike. I would beat Usain Bolt by a big stretch. I would get there 10 times faster than him for 10 times less effort if I had a bike. So how is it possible that communication, talking, it's literally talking, like I talk, I'm talking in this video that will maybe make me money 3 years from now, right? Like how is talking making way more money than like laying bricks, building a house with your bare hands? How is it possible? It's possible because making money is not directly related to how hard something is to do. It's directly related to how valuable something is that you do. So I work hard. I'm a hard-working man. Fine. I get it. I worked hard. My family has worked hard. God knows, right? We're immigrants, blah, blah, blah. Tough life, right? We have worked hard, but it doesn't mean anything. Let's just look at facts. It doesn't mean anything. Money-wise, it doesn't have to mean anything because companies like KPMG, as an example, a consultant gets hired, charges $1 million to sit there for 8 hours and do a PowerPoint. Let me change Nike's strategy for 2026. Pay me $1 million. Okay, see you guys later. Right? So communication, you can make, you can use a screen. Let's use yellow. You can make up to 100 million bucks. Like these are actors, these are singers, these are whatever they are, right? People that talk, people that communicate value. Starting with YouTube, starting with what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to communicate value. So you say, hey, I want to watch Sharks University again. You know? So you are not an actor. You are not a great public speaker. You are not whatever, what you think you're not because somebody told you and you believe it. But you can write a book. You can start a product. Everybody has watched Shark Tank. I did it. That's why I have a peanut butter company. You would think it's crazy how easy it is to get into stores with a product. Depending on what stores, but actually what you have to do to create the product. I'm not going to get into that now. People think like you need all these licenses and shit. You don't. You don't. You don't. I did it. I know. For years and years, I've had a peanut butter company. I know exactly what you need and what you don't. It's not hard. The hardest part about getting a product into stores. So when you're in stores, you don't have to work for money. People just come and buy it. The hardest part of getting into stores is being consistent, following up with people that are category managers in the Walmarts, in the Costco's, in the Whole Foods, following up so you can get to send them a sample. So they reply and say, sure, send me a sample. All right. So you can create a system where you communicate something. Like you can write a book. You can write a book. You can write a book. You can create a product. You can create a course. Like I have a business school teaching people everything from Shark Tank and how I got into stores, right? I'm teaching people what I know, right? You can be in sales. I've been in sales 20 years. I worked in Silicon Valley, startup companies. I'm going to have a big exit soon with a company and make who knows how much money. It's easily over $1 million just because I was talking, selling software. Made millions selling software. I've made millions in sales, selling software. Millions. Like by talking. I didn't sweat once. Maybe a couple times I sweated in meetings or negotiations with procurement and attorneys and things like that. But like you can create something. You need to create something that you can sell and then communicate to the world over and over and over by making videos, by getting on social media and not quitting. I just started this channel. Whenever you're watching this, I'm not going to quit ever. I'm not going to try to do anything. I'm going to give all of the value and all of the knowledge that I have inside of me to other people. And I guarantee you, somebody, maybe not a lot, but somebody is going to find this very valuable. Because if you or anybody starts creating content, makes a business, there will be a group of people that think you're amazing. I promise you. I promise you. Being consistent with anything, you can literally do anything if you're consistent and it will be successful. All right. So communicating is super important. What I'm doing right now is super important because these things will never get you rich, and you have to be rich. You have to get rich to protect yourself from idiots that are eventually going to fire you. Everybody gets fired eventually. Steve Jobs got fired at some previous crap, whatever it was. Like sooner or later, you're gonna quit or get fired. It's a fact. So why not protect yourself and create systems that make you money? Inflation, people that are here, I don't worry about inflation. I do not worry about inflation. I don't worry about a recession. I don't worry about anything. Because every single second of my life, this is before work, this is during work. Okay, so this is before work, this is after work, and this is during work, right? This is work. So every single second of my life, before, during, and after work, I was making a plan of how the hell to get out of it. How the hell to get out of work. You can't put yourself in a position where somebody fires you and you have nothing. You can't put yourself in a position to have a family and there's inflation and you have a problem. You should be focusing on protecting yourself as much as possible by creating different systems, by starting small businesses, by creating content, by having income, systems that make you money while you're sleeping. If you don't do that, you're going to have major problems in life. Life is hard enough as it is. Why would you want to add more problems? People get freaking sick from working and stressing. They get literally diseases from all the stress. Can't sleep. I might lose my job. Make a system. Use communication. Use communication. These people, I'm one of them. Don't worry about who's going to be the president. My time is spent creating things that are worth a lot more than money. I don't work for money. I respect my life. I don't go somewhere and say, give me $100 today for my life. I'm never going to get this day back, but I want that $100. So as soon as I get it, I can go buy a pair of jeans. So I actually sold a day of my life for a pair of jeans that was made probably in Pakistan for 50 cents. And I'm going to die. This is a gift from God that I'm here. So I suggest you stop doing that. It's not a good idea. Do something to make something way more valuable than money, because money is not worth anything. They tell us it's worth $100, $50. I spend a lot of time and effort working for something that's worth way more, and that is knowledge and building systems. Just this video will probably make me money 4 years from now. Who the hell knows? My online course in Europe is $1 million business. Cash. I made it 4 years ago. Every day I wake up with money because I give so much value to people there. You have to give people 100 times more value, charge them 1/10 of the price. Everybody's happy. You help them. You charge them for your services to make their life better for a ridiculously good price. Make a better peanut butter like I did. Write a really, really good book that's going to help somebody. Focus on other people's problems, all right? So that's communication. And then the last part here is imagination. And then we're going to do also plus money. So imagination plus money. We have a bunch of money. Let's make a new technology. You guys all know who Steve Jobs is. This is an example. So let's change the world, right? Let's go to Mars, Elon Musk and whatever, right? So try to be here. I wish you get here if you want to. Try to be here. Somebody that spends their time learning, communicating. Just get better at talking. Just get better at talking. Talking is the moneymaker. 99% of people that watch this video, because I'm just starting all of this in English. I've done this for a long time, and I know 99% of people are never going to do anything. 99% of people never do anything. They're going to keep doing this. They're going to keep doing this. Depression, disease, divorce, shit life, drugs. Pick your life, do whatever you want. I'm just telling you, focus on these skills. Start making content, practice speaking. Don't worry about anything, just be consistent. Being consistent will really get you anywhere you want in life. Anything will work. You can literally pick who you want to become and just be consistent. I can become a professional tennis coach in 1 year if I watch one video about tennis a day. Just one video about tennis a day, I can be a professional tennis coach. All right. I hope you guys like this video. Check out Sharks University in the description. It's my online business school where I talk about how I got into stores with my peanut butter and how you can start any product that you want. I've been doing this for a very long time. It's $25. It's 25 bucks to learn everything you need to know to start a small business from your own house. All right. See you guys in the next video.